Bigger.
Cinnamon. Oh. Bubbles. Here, shake it back and forth like this. Good job. You can run with it too. Run with it. Run, 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 run. Wow. Bubbles. Mommy has to text the doctor. Slide too. Put it on the slide. Here, play with your ball. Mommy's gonna message the doctor. Your face. Much better. We're in the shade now. Hello, welcome to another video. I'm Tori. Can I have here? I'll do the bubbles. Mom will dip. I'll have to excuse. I'm doing bubbles with my almost 2-year-old. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a high of like 68 today. Thank God. We definitely needed it. It's Friday. Thank God we made it to the weekend. I am on maternity leave. She'll be 10 weeks tomorrow. But almost 10-week-old. And I go back to work at the end of like the middle of June. So we've still got a little bit of time. I can't believe we're gonna be halfway done with maternity leave tomorrow. Because I go back when she's 20 weeks. Give me that. And I know that's still a lot of time, but I still can't believe that I'm going back already. I'm already halfway done with my leave. We went to return something at UPS today, and then we went to a nearby coffee shop, and it's closed. Like, it's only open to certain customers, so we went all the way there, and like the parking is so hard there, so we found parking, got in, and then there was a sign on the door that said like not open to like the public anymore. So we had to get back in the car, and then we drove 10 minutes to this other coffee shop, and their stuff is good, but have a bunch of dairy. All of their syrups are dairy free, which if you're new here, this little one has a dairy intolerance, which is not a new concept to me because my 2-year-old, who I'm doing bubbles with, almost 2-year-old, she's got like 2 more weeks until she's 2. She had milk soy protein intolerance, so I had to give up dairy and soy for her, and I've only so far had to give up dairy for this one. So anyway, it's always really nice when there's a spot that has a lot of dairy-free options. So I got a dairy-free latte with oat milk in it instead of almond milk. Because almond milk's usually my go-to, but they recommended oat milk. Still wish I went with almond. Anyway, Addie, hold on with both hands. So anywho, my coffee's been pretty good. Zach's was really cool looking. You guys all saw. He got some kind of like s'mores latte, which I would have gotten, but that one definitely had dairy in it. Anywho, because it had cold foam. But anyway, hold on. I kind of talked about it in my last video, but we've been really struggling with this one as far as her demeanor. When I went dairy and soy free with my oldest, her demeanor was better in a week. Hers has actually gotten worse since I've become dairy free. She's also, my first didn't have reflux with her intolerance. This one has like pretty bad reflux. Like it's silent reflux, so she's not like spitting up, but like she's having like a lot of like sour burps, a lot of congestion, coughing, and that's how it's been basically since she was born. So the poor thing is like suffering. She's like not doing well. And I keep messaging back and forth with the doctor, but they're not overly concerned yet. However, I was just messaging the doctor, as you guys saw, on my phone because I just changed her diaper and there was like blood in her poop that was like this big. Like it was like a couple centimeters long, and usually it's just like little flecks of blood that I would see. And this is the most amount of blood I've seen in any diaper, like her diapers or my oldest diapers. So I'm obviously that's cause for concern because things should be improving, and in fact they're getting worse, which makes me feel like they're gonna want me to cut soy out next. I talked about it 2 videos ago in my 2-month baby update video, but she didn't gain as much weight as they wanted her to at her 2-month appointment, but they were like, come back in a month, like once you cut dairy we should see improvement. But something has just told me that things aren't getting better and that there's not improvement. And something has just told me that I need to cut out soy as well. And I'm not going to do it until the doctors tell me. But she's doing so good at climbing up her slide and sliding down by herself. You're doing such a good job. So anyway, yeah, she's become colicky, which has been tough, especially with a toddler. Like the first time Addie was colicky, it was just her. And now she's colicky, and I have a toddler. And God bless the toddler, but you know, they have their moments. But anyway, so yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from the doctor. I'm hoping that they're like not concerned and like maybe they're just gonna kind of be like, you know, wait for improvement. But like that was like a good amount of blood. So concerned about that. And that's how you diagnose it, is like you see if there's like microscopic blood in their poop. But that was not microscopic, and it's only ever been very tiny specks or microscopic with both girls. But yeah, there was like another couple of streaks in there as well. So she's still getting fed basically every 2 to 3 hours around the clock. Like she's not really sleeping through the night at all. And, you know, so I know, and my supply is definitely there. So I know that's not the issue, but I am concerned because that was a good amount of blood. And both my husband and I were like, ooh. So anyway, I'll let you guys know what the update on that is, but we're going to play outside for a little bit, and then I'm going to take her inside for lunch, and then it'll be nap time, and we'll see what we get up to this weekend. My cousin, who has a son 2 weeks older than Addie, his birthday party's tomorrow. Addie, stay over here. So we'll be going to that tomorrow. I'm about to run out of space on this camera, so I will be back later at some point. I genuinely don't even know how to recount the horrors of the last few hours. Like, I'm on a walk, a sanity walk right now. And my camera's gonna die. Fabulous. Well, I'll take this over to my phone if I have to. But basically, last thing you guys saw, we were playing outside. And then I was messaging with the doctor. And I brought Addie inside. We had lunch. Or she did. I haven't eaten yet today. My battery already died. It was at 2 bars. Already dead. Anyway, and then I bring her upstairs for nap time. And every time we put her down for nap or bed, I always check her diaper to make sure she didn't poop, because that would keep her up. And it has kept her up before, and then we end up having to go in there after her screaming for a while. And then we realize, like, oh my gosh, she has a poop. So we always check before we put her down. So she's saying poop before I put her down. And I look in her diaper. There's no poop in there. So I'm like, she's been doing that, honestly, to like avoid bedtime and avoid having to sit in the stroller and stuff like that. She'll say that she pooped even though she didn't. Put her down for her nap. It's quiet for a while, just kind of talking to her friends. Like, her friends, it's what we call our stuffed animals. She starts screaming, and sometimes she'll cry a little bit before nap. Crossing, gotta look both ways. What is going on? So after 30 minutes of her being on and off screaming, on and off, you know, throwing fits, I pull the plug on the nap because she started to get like really upset. So I go in there, and first thing she says to me is poopy. And I'm like, no, honey, there's no poopy. Like, I checked, remember? I go and I change her diaper. There's poop in there. So I laid her down for her nap and she pooped, which means that this whole time she was trying to warn me that she needed to go poop, which makes me feel like, even though she's not 2 yet, it makes me feel like I should maybe think about potty training soon. I don't know. Maybe in the next few months, because she's been very aware of like the potty and where mommy and daddy go potty and like all of that. So I'm like debating whether we should do that. But long story short, she had a poop. And so she skipped her nap. I was already having a very overstimulated, like crazy day, and I needed her to take that nap so I could just take a moment for myself. And by take a moment for myself, I mean, like, I still had to take care of Hannah, but like, it's a lot with the toddler and the newborn. And of course, she didn't go down for a nap, so she fought her nap. The doctor was just kind of like, I messaged them this past Tuesday about her demeanor and how she's been like inconsolable, and like it's been a week and she's not feeling better. And they were like, nicer ways. They messaged me like, calm down, it can take 4 weeks for symptoms to improve and for it to be out of both of our symptoms. So I just kind of had to keep telling myself that all week, because her demeanor was like the worst on Tuesday, but like it still wasn't good the other 2 days. So I was just kind of like, okay, like I need to just trust that. They said by the end of the week, if her demeanor was worse, or if her feeds decreased, to bring her back in, which I mentioned in my last video, but they weren't. Her feeds were the same and her demeanor was maybe marginally better. So I didn't bring her in, but like you can tell she's been uncomfortable for the last few weeks, honestly. And I had seen the doctor when she was already starting to like seem like she was uncomfortable, and like I feel like they knew that. So anyway, I messaged him today a picture of the blood that I found in the diaper, and I was just like, hey, the blood's getting worse, like, is that okay? Like, the increase is what's freaking me out. And they kind of just responded like, if she seems uncomfortable, if her feeds are decreasing, then like bring her in. And so then I messaged them back and I'm like, she's been uncomfortable for weeks. Like that, like, you guys knew that. Like, you guys knew she was uncomfortable. So the nurse messages me back and is like, bring her in if she's uncomfortable. And I'm like, I told you guys on Tuesday that she was uncomfortable. Now you're saying bring her in? And this is the same nurse that I messaged on Tuesday. So anyway, I'm like freaking out this whole time while I'm messaging the doctor. Addie is still in her crib screaming. Like, this is before I got Addie out of her crib. And I'm like very anxious. I need a minute. Like, I'm freaking out. And then I look down and I don't know if you can see it. If you can't see it, I'll insert a picture of it. I have these random, what looks like burst blood vessels on my arm. It's not a rash. They literally look like, it looks like bursted blood vessels. So on top of all of what's happening, I'm the most anxious I've been. So I call, I schedule, and now we have an appointment for 4:50 and it's 4:02. And I just was like, I said to Zach, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do for the next hour because he's working. So like, I have to take care of the kids. I'm not taking Addie with me to the appointment. He is going to take over for me with her. But you want more? The puffs are the only thing saving all of our sanities on this walk. So anyway, I just have so much pent up energy. I'm okay right now. Of course, I was like crying. I was a wreck. I still kind of am a wreck. And Zach was like, just go on a walk. He was like, bribe Addie with some puffs. Take a walk. It'll let me focus the last hour of the day or until you leave, and you can walk off some of your energy. It's a beautiful day. I know you want to get out. We don't know what today's going to bring. So just get out and take a walk. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that it'll help me calm down. Anyway, it's therapeutic for me to talk about it, but I feel like I need to document cow's milk protein allergy journey. I've been rambling for a good amount of time now. I probably should get back and prep for leaving for the appointment. I want to leave in like 20 minutes. On my walk, I'm probably going to get home right at the time that I need to leave, which is what I need because I can't sit in one spot right now. I'm just too anxious. So, because I know a lot of moms go through CMPA, which is cow's milk protein allergy, even though it's an intolerance. But at the same time, although it's like more common than you'd think, it's also only like, I think it's like 2 to 5% of babies. So it's not really a large population. And if I can help one mom not feel alone, I'll have done my job. Addie's asleep. I don't know at what point she fell asleep, but she fell asleep. So I don't know what that means for the rest of our day because it's 4:17. I don't know what that means. This day has been horrible, and it's sad because it's going to be the most beautiful day for a little bit. I'll see you guys later. This little girl is going to scream, so we better get home soon. But okay, bad news. She dropped to the 6th percentile, which the doctor wasn't honestly too concerned about. She was like, that's not really like that crazy. She only gained like 5 ounces about, and she was supposed to have gained 10. So if she was gaining an ounce a day. So the doctors wasn't happy, but they weren't overly concerned. So we were discussing everything. We were talking about her weight. And then I was like, she needs to eat. Like, she's due for a feed. Like, it's not overdue, but like, it's between that every 2 to 3 hour mark. And I was like, can I do a weighted feed? So we did a weighted feed. And Hannah is fixated on something in her car seat. She's just staring at it. So I will take that over screaming, even though I know that's coming. Anyway, so the doctor wasn't like crazy concerned about her weight, but obviously she's still not gaining what she needs to be. In fact, she might be gaining at a slightly slower rate than what she was before, so that's not good. And so she was like, honestly, 4 weeks for it to get completely out of our system. The fact that the blood is getting worse, the poops are getting crazier, the demeanor is worse since I cut the dairy out. Who is surprised? She wants me to cut soy. So I have to cut soy. Just like I did with Addie. So I'm officially locked in for at least a year of no dairy, no soy. Well, anyway, I wanted to just like quickly check in with you guys. Zach is about to come home with our dinner. It's Friday night, which means it's takeout night. And Zach and I, our nerves are just shot from the day, honestly. It's part 2 of the dairy and soy free journey. So if you're not new to this and you're true to this and you've been watching my videos since I was breastfeeding Addie and I couldn't have dairy and soy, you know what I would usually get. But Zach just got home. So there's a very specific order I can have at Quick Check that doesn't have dairy or soy. I have my vegan, soy and dairy free cheese that I'm going to add to it, and my dairy and soy, well, most mayonnaises are dairy free, but a lot of them are made with soybean oil, so they have soy in them. But my mom just so happened to leave a mayo jar with avocado oil instead of soybean oil at our house. So thanks, Mom. I'm gonna crack that open and add it to my sandwich. So, and but when I tell you, like, I need to know the ingredients that go in the bread, the ingredients that are in the salami brand, that are in the ham, like, because sometimes there's soybean oil and soybean in cold cuts. Actually, I don't know if this was common knowledge, buffalo chicken, like sliced deli meat, has dairy in it. We learned that the first time around, but like, I wouldn't have thought that. So I literally need to read the ingredients list of everything I eat for the next 12 months. I'll be documenting my milk and soy free journey over the next year-ish. So subscribe if you have a child or a baby that has cow's milk protein intolerance or milk and soy protein intolerance, like I've been blessed with both of my children. Yeah, it's just been a very overwhelming day. My nerves are shot. I'm exhausted. Don't remember what I was saying to you guys when I stopped filming because Hannah was crying in the car. But basically the recap of the doctor is we went in, she gained weight, not as much as she needed to. She only gained about half of what they wanted her to gain. But yeah, I think that that's kind of the recap of the appointment is no more soy, weight check in 2 weeks, keep feeding the way I've been feeding every 2 to 3 hours, and things should follow suit as far as her weight and her symptoms. But anyway, my pediatrician did mention to help the reflux, I need to be holding her upright for 20 to 30 minutes after each feed. So in the middle of the night, I'm supposed to just have her upright for 20 minutes. I can't like lay her back down when she falls asleep. Yeah, I think this vlog is just gonna be very today heavy, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit tomorrow and we'll see what we end up doing. But my last 3 vlogs have not gone as planned because of little one right here with her dairy and issues and weight, and yeah, it's been a very overwhelming couple of weeks. Everyone say a little prayer for little Hannah girl right now. I'm just like so worried that it's like something deeper, and there's nothing to indicate that except for my anxiety. So anyway, good night. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Your drink's purple. It looks like a smoothie. I was just filming for 10 minutes and my camera just did that weird thing where it like shuts off mid-sentence. I was honestly rambling, so maybe it's not the worst thing. Anyway, it's the next day. Good afternoon. Now I have to like go back and say everything I already said. We had a really nice morning. We got up and we had breakfast, and then we took the dog on a walk, which you guys saw, and we let Addie actually walk, so because she needs to get her energy out today because we needed her to go down a little bit early for her nap, so we let her actually walk. She didn't sit in the stroller, and she did a really good job listening. And then after that, we went to Target, and I was just saying how my Starbucks order, now that I'm dairy and soy free, is a cinnamon dolce latte with almond milk. No topping, no whip, because the topping has milk in it, and whipped cream is obviously whipped cream. But the cinnamon dolce syrup does not have any soy or dairy in it. The nice thing about the Starbucks app is you can see the ingredients, like the ingredients list for any food or drink in the app, and it's pretty easy to access. Like sometimes like you have to like click on a link and then it takes you to like an external like allergen list PDF, and it's like really annoying. But this one, it just like shows you the ingredients list and you can just kind of go through it. But anyway, that's what I got today. I have a venti. I'm still working on it. I probably didn't need the venti, but here we are. Last night, again, I have a 2-month-old, okay? Funny enough, the 2-month-old is not who kept me up. It was the toddler, but whatever. So yeah, sleep is spotty. it is what it is with that. That's not my. We picked up, I needed another bin to put some of Addie's clothes in because I switched her from 12 to 18 month clothes to 18 to 24 month clothes / 2T, which I can't believe. She's gonna be 2 in a little over 2 weeks. It feels like yesterday, and I can't believe I already gave birth, like, since that. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, anyway, I needed to get gift wrap for the present for the party we're going to later, and a card. And then we came home, and Addie and Zach played outside while I fed Hannah and wrapped the gifts and filled out the card. And then they came in, and then we had snack, and then I put Addie down for her nap 30 minutes earlier than she normally does, and she fell asleep. Thank God. I really think a lot of it's attributed to the fact that we just had her running around, like physically running around all morning. And so yeah, it was just a really nice morning. It's a beautiful day out. The party we're going to later, I mentioned it yesterday, it's for my cousin's son. Our kids are exactly 2 weeks apart. But yeah, that's like mainly what we're getting up to today. We have to leave in 15 minutes. So Zach better finish up in the shower because I have to wake Addie up in 15 minutes and then quickly do her hair, and then we're gonna get right in the car and go. But anyway, yeah, after the party, my mom's gonna come over, and I think we're just gonna kind of like hang out. My nerves are a lot more calmed than they were yesterday. I kind of just have to go with my doctor's marching orders of like, cut out the soy, we should see improvement, and like, that's all we can do is move forward. You know, I'm so anxious that that's not going to be enough or that there's another underlying issue, but like all I can do is do what the doctor said, and hopefully we'll see improvement. And if we don't and things get worse or not better, we'll go from there. But I feel a lot more calm about it today. So thankfully that's kind of it for now. I will take you guys along with us a little bit for the rest of our day. She going down the slide? Whoa! Whoa! Jump! Jump!
Join.
That is it for this video. I showed you guys a little bit of our morning. Zach is at softball. He went and got me Dunkin' and a dairy and soy-free bacon egg. No cheese. Yeah, he brought me that back, and then he went to softball. So he made sure that I was fed and caffeinated, and yet I'm still exhausted. We had obviously a stressful Friday. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I didn't really take many clips, as you guys saw. I mean, I was chasing around the toddler with the help of Zach and my mom, of course, but still it's a lot. And I was baby wearing her for most of the party. So it was just a lot. I didn't want to film when like anyone else's kids were around. So everything looked delicious. Couldn't eat any of it. But that is just my life now. That is just my life. And that's how my life was for a year when I was breastfeeding Addie. So actually a little over a year. So as much as it stinks that I'm now having to be dairy and soy free, I will do anything to be able to continue to breastfeed. So send up a prayer for me that the soy ends up being the missing link as far as, you know, her weight gain and feeling better. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will keep you guys updated with this one. We'll see. All right, I gotta go. This one's gonna grab the camera and smash it. So come back for the next one.